How's everybody doing? Hi, Julie. Hello, Watson. Hello, Lila, Sweetie Pies. We already have an exhaustive list, so we're just going to start off right away. And yes, I should have wrote it. Sweet Lord, didn't think about it. Happy Memorial Day to everybody, sweetie. Absolutely, for everybody who has served. And they are many that we owe so much towards. All right. Alrighty. Oh, no. Okay, so we are going to start this off over here with, here we go. We are going to start over here with Jasmine. Not Jasmine. We're going to start with MZ. Then I'm going to go and see Jasmine. Then I'm going to go and see Ajat. And then I'm going to go and see Loveshine. Happy New Moon. Absolutely. All right, so here we go. So Julie's first, followed out by Jasmine. I'm going to go and see Ajat. Then I'm going to go and see Loveshine. And then I'm going to go and see Mimi, followed out by Elaine. Blessed new moon to every... Yeah, absolutely. Where's Carrie? Oh, okay, no. I thought I saw you right. Blessed new moon and Carrie, but it's... Oh my God, I think I'm going to put my glasses on. I think that's a sign from the universe saying, put your glasses on. Alrighty. It is good. Okay. Okay, so here we go. That is that. And here we go with it. So, Sweetie Pie. MZ is up first. So, once again, we are with MZ, followed out by our beautiful Jasmine, moving over to Ajat, Loveshine, Mimi, and if Elaine pops on through, then Elaine shall be there also because she did send a donation on this weekend. So that is the list that we have at this moment. Thank you everybody for being there. I'm going to start bibble babbling and I'm just going to get to the reading so you guys don't get upset at me. Alrighty. So here we go. MZ, I opened the wrong one, so I'm going to go to open this one. Okay. And here we go. So I hope everybody had a good day off today. Okay. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at what's going on under the surface. How did he think and feel about your conversation? Let's go forward with it. Hold on just a second. We're going to go and see. Just one little moment. Okay, just a second. I'm looking for something. Just one moment. So, how did he think and feel about your conversation? Getting the Magician, getting our Ten of Wands, getting our Cups, also that. Okay, so here we go, Sweetie Pie. Mike actually felt a little bit relieved that you guys had a little bit of that connection. I feel that even though it was brief, there was that quiet comfort that he kind of gets from a little bit kind of interacting with you. And it reminds him of that connection that is there, that is alive. It makes him think that, oh my God, this relationship is up and going and it's alive and it's going well and it's steady and everything of the such. So, I'm going to say over here, Sweetie Pie, he may not have shown much into the moment, but mentally he was definitely reflecting onto this after the chat. I feel like there was a certain amount of warmth. I feel like there was that emotional nudge that was there. And I feel like he wanted to say, you know what? She's still there. I need to continue to show her these nudges. I need to continue to be there for her. So you brought that sense of grounding. You brought towards him what he actually wanted to express but did not necessarily say. So I'm going to say the actual conversational together brought a lot of nudging into the feelings, grounding, importance, feeling the connection. So just even onto that, I feel like it's really super important and it did everything that it had to do. Now, is Mike blocking other women and focused only on you? All right, so is he blocking other women and focused only on you? Ace of Cups, followed out by the Chariot, followed out by our Knight of Swords, getting our Tower and getting our Page of Cups. All right, hold on just a second. Alrighty. Sweetie pie. Is he blocking other women and only focused on you? At this moment, from what I can see, he's truly staying into his lane. All right. I don't feel like he's letting anything actually pass on by. Ace of Cups, Chariot, nothing is moving on forward. Page of Cups is there also. He knows way too well that if he did anything in any kind of a way that this would be absolutely traumatic, it would be bad, it would bring something horrible altogether. So I'm going to say he is staying into his lane. Energetically, he's not open to any romantic or any sexual distractions right now. There's actually a little bit of protectiveness that is actually coming from him. It's a little bit into that low key kind of there. It is loyalty. He hasn't said it outright, but his loyalty is there, my sweetie pie. So it feels like even if women do flirt or do try to get close, he will internally kind of dismiss them and stay detached from them because he is not actively entertaining attention or letting it go anywhere. So he's definitely still focused on you. He's emotionally and sexually focused on you. So my sweetie pie, there's nothing to be worried with that at all. Is Mike still doing his checklist? And what's onto his list? Okay. So is he still doing his checklist and what is it on? What's on it? Sweetie pie. The checklist. It's active. It's been active for quite some time. It's been active even before quite some time, but it's been kind of hidden is what it's been. So it's a little bit less about physical task. It's more about the internal alignment. Now, the big things onto his mind are the following: emotional maturity, financial stability and routine, and consistency. Those are the three main things that are onto his checklist. I'm going to elaborate each one of them a tiny little bit to kind of dive into it to get a little bit of a better perspective. Emotional maturity. He wants to be able to handle conflict, pressure, and intimacy better. Financial stability and routine. He's still trying to prove to himself, not to you, to himself, that he can support that long-term dynamic. He needs to believe into himself. And consistency. He's aware that he hasn't always followed through and he wants to be able to change that pattern. So onto his checklist: emotional maturity, financial stability and routine, and consistency. So will he ever feel good enough is a question that you are asking yourself. He can, but it's going to take him dropping the idea that he has to be perfect first. You can't have the perfect. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect. Nobody has a perfect relationship. Nobody has the perfect house, perfect car, perfect whatever. Nothing is perfect. He needs to let go of that idea. Right now, part of the delay is that he's still measuring himself up against the idea of the version of himself that he hasn't fully stepped into. But he's evolving and his feelings are, and they're a huge motivator altogether. So the more you stay grounded into your truth and into your worth, well, the better the things are going to come and the more he's going to rise to actually come and meet you. Hold on. Okay. So, hi, Priestess. How are you doing, sweetie pie? Absolutely. We shall add you, my beautiful love. Do we have Elaine who's here? We still don't have Elaine who is here, right? Hi, Priestess. You're going to be up probably in about 20-25 minutes, my love. We can leave you a timestamp, no doubt, or if you want to come on back. It is Monday. We have a little bit of a list at this moment. So I do have your question over here, sweetie pie. So if you do want to come back in about 20-25 minutes, it will definitely be your turn. Otherwise, we can definitely leave you a timestamp too, sweetie pie. Thank you, my love. You say because you don't want him to get into his checklist and you'll have to wait for years for him. I know. No, you don't want to have to wait for that. No, you don't want to. I don't feel like you have to wait in vain in any kind of a way, sweetie. I don't feel like he's going to be doing that to you, my love. My pleasure, sweetie. See you a little bit later. All right. So we're going to go and see beautiful Jasmine. Jasmine, are you here, sweetie? I know that I saw you writing that you're happy that it's a new moon too, but I don't know if you're still here. So Jasmine, please let us know if you are still here. I am, however, going to go into the emails and go and get your questions as we speak. So, you made a tiramisu. Where's your tiramisu, sweetie pie? You wanted to share the tiramisu. Oh, I love tiramisu. I do. I haven't made it in a few years. Look at that. It looks delicious. First of all, it's crazy because I have to say, are you even here, Jasmine, while I'm chit-chatting about all this stuff? Yeah, you are. Okay. Yeah, I used to have an Italian boyfriend, right? And when he had moved over here to Canada, we had wanted to make a tiramisu one time, right? So andiamo al supermercato, andiamo a comprare il mascarpone. Pero il mascarpone, no, forget about it, sweetie pie. Mascarpone over here for a tiny, tiny, tiny little dish, like the size of this eyeball, is like $10. I kid you not, sweetie pie. Well, it's probably as expensive as it is for you where you live, right? And in Italy, it costs like niente. It costs nothing to make a tiramisu. And so, yeah. And so to make like one tiramisu had cost us like an absolute fortune because of all the mascarpone cheese. I knew you could make it with ricotta, but it's not the same thing. And so point being, he was like so flabbergasted by the whole thing. Anyways, and my little girl, Anel, she loves everything that has to do with coffee. She loves the taste of coffee. So tiramisu she loves, like coffee, chocolate, whatever. She loves it. So I have made a few tiramisus and she's the only one who eats them with me. But they are delicious. And like, honestly, they're so easy to make. They're just kind of expensive to make because of where we live. But it is absolutely beautiful, sweetie. It looks delicious, my love. It does. With a cacao onto the top. You made it with mascarpone cheese, right? I see that. And the biscottis, you cannot find Les Doigts de Dame all over the place. You cannot. No, you cannot. There are certain grocery stores where you can find them, and there are others where you cannot find them. It's a very interesting thing to make it over here. Yes. It is the best. It is the very best. Good job, sweetie pie. Let's go see what I've got for you. Now that you've made me want to eat mascarpone and you've made me want to have a tiramisu. Okay. Let's go and see. So we're going to start off over here with your first question. I am, however, going to say that after our beautiful Jasmine, I'm going to go and see Ajat. Ajat followed out by Love Shine if Love Shine is here. If Love Shine is not here, we will go and see Mimi. And whenever we see Elaine will be sending me questions, and it's a-okay. She has already donated onto the weekend, so all right. So sweetie pie, there's a lot unfolding into your energy at this moment as June kind of approaches. Let's go and see a little bit more what's happening with this inner work altogether and what you're actually stepping into. So into your very first question, what questions will Gigi be asking himself after you leave in June? Well, different kind of things. Like, I feel like it's a quiet reflection. Some of the key questions surfacing for him are going to be like, why do I still think about her even though she's gone? Or did I miss my chance to kind of clear the air? Because that is important. You know, whenever we have closure and we don't have closure, it changes everything. Why was I too stubborn? Did I let my ego simply win? Why did it bother me so much that I stopped just kind of showing up? And what was I expecting? Why didn't I say anything? Those are the type of questions that he's going to be wondering about. So he may not actually necessarily express those questions outward. He might just even keep them within. But your absence is definitely not going to go unnoticed. So it's definitely going to trigger deeper emotional processing than anything that has happened while you've still kind of been around. Now, seeing 555 twice, what does 555 mean? And if you see it twice, that's just saying pay attention, girl. That's what it's saying. And if you see it 3 times, take out the binoculars or the loop. How do you call it? It's not magnifying glass. It's not. Sweet Lord, that's so different in English and French, right? Magnifying glass and a loop. All right, so 555 repeatedly, especially during any type of mundane moments, is like checking the time for your food. It's a clear signal, major change, transformation, divine realignment. And that's going to surprise you because you've been into that for a little while. So that number kind of comes to you when you're being redirected, when you're being nudged to kind of fully embrace that shift, even if you're uncertain about how it's going to unfold. So, you know, it's showing up twice into the day. My dear gosh, Spirit is trying to emphasize towards you that you know what's uncomfortable, but trust the movements that you've been freed from seeing. It's a sign of encouragement. It's a sign of confirmation that you are into a current transition, especially career related and emotionally. So even if it does feel like it's a little bit bittersweet. Question 3, I will not mention, but I will answer. Question number 3, I'm going to say disappointment. I'm going to say masked with a little bit of indifference. I kind of feel like this person noticed right away that you weren't there, kind of stood out to that person. There was a shift indoors where he kind of thought that maybe there would be a chance that you would show up. But when they actually realized that you were not going to show up, I kind of feel like it created an internal pause. So the thoughts, well, so she really didn't want to be here? Or was it because of me? Or maybe this is the end of whatever was left between us. So there's a lot of different kind of questions like that are suspended into the air. So there was a small emotional hit. He did feel it, but he kind of buried it quickly under the distraction, keeping things kind of professional. But it definitely still did leave a mark. The following question number 4, that is also quiet. For quiet. Internally, it was a really, really big deal for this person. Even if it did casually kind of onto the surface, it was the first crack into the ice since the confrontation. And it kind of took that person a lot to actually approach you, even if it didn't seem that way. So I feel like emotionally this person felt like kind of nervous, wanting to keep their cool. A mix of this is feeling kind of weird, but at the same time I feel like it's necessary. And a little bit of a flicker of this could have been so much easier between us. So it was kind of trying to be into the most neutral way as we can, but the tension between the both of you hasn't faded. It's just kind of a little bit buried, if you will. Now, is the person holding a grudge, and how does he really actually feel towards you, right? I'm not going to say this person holds a grudge. I'm not going to say they hate you. I'm going to say they haven't forgiven themselves for how everything kind of went down. I feel like the word grudge isn't just towards you. I feel like it's towards you, but it's also towards the other person. Honestly, I feel like this person feels like they're attracted, they're guarded, they're hurt, they're curious, and they're conflicted. So those are all feelings that are there, but I kind of feel like they're a little bit wrapped up in pride and emotional armor, and they haven't been able to let go of that emotionally, but also don't quite know how to make the bridge between what was and the behavior. So it's kind of difficult. Yeah. Now, you stepping back quietly will actually carry, okay, yeah. Now, not telling the person that you're not returning in September, how is that actually going to go? I feel like your plan to ask the people not to tell him is going to be respected, especially since you've already built that trust with those people that you're sharing this with. I feel like this person's reaction is going to eventually find its own way. A little bit of quiet shock, a little bit of reflection, like, why didn't she say anything? Did I really mean all that little? What did I miss? Like, all these different kind of questions like this are going to arise in this person's mind. Now, you stepping back quietly is actually going to carry more of an emotional weight for him than anything that is of a dramatic exit. It's going to hit him so much more deeply than what you expect, not because he doesn't care, but because he never fully actually processed the connection while it was actually there and present. So altogether, the decision is entirely up to you to protect your peace, and that's what actually matters the most. Hey, Love Shine, sweetie. Nice to see you, my love. Hello, beautiful Stacy. How are you doing, sweetie? Are things better, my beautiful love? My beautiful Jasmine, I'm going to say buonanotte, bellissima. Sending you much love, sweetie. I'm going to go and see Ajat. Love Shine is going to be on up next. So Love Shine, if you do want to post your questions, sweetie pie, you can. Ajat and Love Shine are next, and then I'm going to go and do a little bit of a refresh of everything. Hold on. All right, Ajat, sweetie pie. And I'm going to update everything right after. So Ajat followed up by Love Shine. Ajat's going to need a timestamp. So just 1 second. Alrighty. Ajat, you're going to be over here. It hasn't gotten better, Stacy. I'm sending you love, sweetie. I know it's difficult, my love. Ajat, I exaggerated into your name. You're going to be at 32 minutes. Love Shine is next. Then I don't see Elaine, so I'm going to go and see High Priestess after, okay? High Priestess followed out by Mimi, and if we're going to put Elaine as a wild card. If she comes in, she comes in. If she doesn't, she doesn't. She might not come in tonight. I don't know. All right. So Ajat, my love, here we go. What is this person's love language? Ooh, I like it. I do. I like it. I like it. I like it. Let's go and see. All right. So what is a love language? Love Shine, you're next, my sweetie pie. I hope you had a lovely weekend. Okay. So what is a love language? From what I can actually see over here, I'm going to say this. I feel as though the actual energy that is drawn towards you is more of acts of service and more of quality time. I feel like he's somebody who really notices the little things. Like when you remember details, you offer to help or you show up consistently. Like I feel like he's the type who values being and feeling supported without actually needing to ask. Small, thoughtful gestures, they go such a long way with him, quite honestly. So that being said, he may not always necessarily express his love openly, but when he feels safe and when he feels emotionally seen, his romantic energy is going to come on through quite clearly. So to answer your question, I'm going to repeat again because I said a lot of things, but it is the acts of service and it is the quality time. Those are the things that he remembers the most and that he wants to actually act upon. Now, how can you increase attraction naturally? Well, there's different ways, sweetie pie. There's different ways. And honestly, I have to say, sometimes in relationships, sometimes it's not a wow factor. It's not like, I'm going to say sometimes, one time out of two probably. Like sometimes a person is so hot, you're like, oh my God. And then other times it's like, yeah, they're good looking, but I mean, you could do better, right? There's hotter, there's sexier. But they're so sweet and they're so nice and they give you what you want. They kind of build onto the attractiveness onto that side and they make you kind of want more. It's not always about the looks. Not always about the looks. People can say whatever the heck they want. It's not always about the looks. So here we go. There has to be a little bit of something. But, you know, that being said, let me get to it. I feel as though this person altogether, I'm talking about your person altogether, okay? Because I feel like this is in regards to that. I feel like this S person feels emotionally safe and likes to feel emotionally safe and mentally stimulated. So if you actually want to fully, I'm going to say deepen the pull, I need you to be more present, but not overly available. I know it's difficult to kind of get the in-between sometimes. So mystery is going to build desire. Yeah, you're there, but you're not necessarily there sending a bunch of messages out when it's not necessary. You know what I mean? Engage with him in deeper conversations, topics that will go beyond the surface. He's going to be turned on by emotional intelligence. Match his vibe at times, but surprise him with light flirtation, a little bit of a shift of energy sometimes. Playful, but still completely grounded. Not too much. We must not overdo things. Appreciate what he does, not just what he says. This is going to mirror his love language and make him feel like he is seen. And most importantly, you need to stay into your power because attraction grows when you are aligned into your own self-worth. And he is quietly watching how you actually carry yourself, my sweet love. So that's what you got to look forward to. And I am sending you much love, sweetie. Do we have a love shines questions? I don't know if the chat is frozen. It seems like it's at the same place that it was a few moments ago. I don't know. Um, you emailed me? Why? Wow. Hi, sweetie. Hi, love shine. It's vengeance. Ooh, I like it. Hi, it's vengeance. Oh my god. Do I know you, sweetie pie? It's Banks. Oh my god, Banks. As much as I loved your little cute personage that you had onto the other one, but it's vengeance? Oh my god, you're striking the chords for me. Oh, I love it. Best name ever. All right, Elaine, I already had you onto the list because I thought you were going to be coming on through, sweetie. Okay. All right, sweetie. So I'm gonna set you up. I'm gonna set you up as Banks instead of it's vengeance. All right. Elena's perfect, sweetie. Like the Tommy Pickle. I don't know. It wasn't the Tommy. Was it the Tommy Pickles? I don't know. It looked like the. It looked like I don't know what show it was from. Was it Tommy Pickles? It reminded me of like some Simpsons thing, but I don't know what it was. It was like a calzone head kind of a thing. You can definitely get one, sweetie. I love your name. Oh my god. Okay, so sweetie pie, here we go. Okay. Love it. Oh my gosh. I'm kind of jealous. I never thought of that name. That Tommy Pickles. Oh, the Rugrats is what I've never watched the Rugrats. It reminded me of like a Family Man kind of a thing. I don't know. He's got a calzone head. Yeah, something of the such. I don't know. Um, Okay, so here we go, Love Shine. You're next. After Love Shine, I'm going to go and see High Priestess, Mimi and Elaine, followed out by It's Vengeance. All right, Love Shine. Here we go, sweetie. Love Shine, I'm going to put you at 42 minutes. I'm going to go and read your, I'm going to go and read what you are speaking about, what happened for you. Sun up until sleep. All right, I got you. Let's go see. So, M with wife. Mark with wife. Okay. Mark with wife. Being deceived. Feeling like there's always disagreements. Feeling like nothing is ever truly okay. Feeling like there's always resistance. There's always a certain amount of boredom. There's always nostalgia. I kind of feel like we missed the beginnings. The very beginning of the relationship was so much better than it is now. I feel like we got into a certain routine where we're kind of bored. Oh, let's go see with you. Yeah, see with you, we want to move on forward. Woohoo! We do. We want to move on forward, getting our temperance over here. Yes, things are not always completely balanced, always perfectly, but nothing is really actually perfect. That being said, he thinks about you at all times. So you're always onto his mind. He's happy with you. He wants to move on forward towards you, even though not everything is perfect, but nothing is perfect in life. So with you, there is love, there is thought, there is advancement, there is wants. With the wife, there's, oh my dear God, if we could only go back to the beginning, because right now it's kind of boring. Mark's thoughts and feelings for Amy. Mark's thoughts and feelings for Amy. Up next, by the way, is High Priestess. So High Priestess, if you're here, let us know if you're here, sweetie pie. High Priestess is next, followed up by Mimi. So, thoughts and feelings towards you. Sweetie pie, you know what? Again, our King of Swords, you're always onto his mind. You're always into a place where you're seen as the beautiful, nurturing, loving, sweet, lovely, beautiful woman who brings much abundance, much beautiful beginnings into his life. You kind of relieve him from all the frustration, everything that he's got onto the other side. You make things right into his life. So, sweetie pie, I'm going to say, you are, if I'm going to look at it that way, if he's trying to balance out his life, you're what makes his life balanced and good. Without you, the scales are completely tipped and negative and not going into the right place. Now, what's onto Mark's mind with Amy? thoughts into Mark's mind with Amy. Mark's mind with Amy. All right. Wanting to stay very far away from any tension, any frustration, anything of the such. Feeling like we are more stable than we used to be. And I say used to be, not because it was something bad to the past, but because every once in a while, sometimes you have like a little bit of the karaoke kind of thing that imbalances things. But that being said, my sweet love, he's willing to do a million things with you. Truly he is. Now, he would be willing to do so much more with you if he could, but he feels like he's bound in many different kind of ways and he can't necessarily do everything that he wants to. So if he actually had the possibility to do absolutely everything with you, oh my God, he would, and he'd absolutely love it. But he can't at this moment in time. So I'm going to say towards you, sweetie, his thoughts on to you. He loves you with all his heart and soul. He wants you to know that if he could offer you more, then he would offer you more. But circumstances being what they are, he can't necessarily do more than what he's doing at this moment. And tarot from M to Amy. This one came out, so we are going to be keeping it. There is a possibility that there is something that you guys are kind of planning that might not necessarily go the way that you want. It could be shortened timed. It could be a canceled appointment or a changed appointment, like a meeting. Something is going to be happening within that because I feel like the wife is going to be wanting something and he's not going to be able to be available. So that's one of the things that I'm going to say. It's coming up into the following week or two. Might not be tomorrow, but in the week or two. Other than that, he wants you to know that sometimes he feels like life is a little bit unjust because he is not with you and he's with you, but he's not fully with you. He would have much preferred things where, he was fully with you and didn't have to actually deal with the other side of his life. Although I'm not going to say the other side of his life is bad. It's not bad. It's just not exciting. It's not fulfilling. It's very routine. It's very ordinary. And he's tired of ordinary and routine. You bring passion, you bring love, you bring excitement, you bring novelty. You bring a sense of, I am important, I need to be listened to, and somebody cares for me. You give all of that towards him, and that is very important. So, Sweetie Pie, he loves absolutely everything that you do for him, even though he doesn't always say it. And that's it, right? All right. Can I check more what, Love Shine? No. The camper changes nothing. The camper doesn't change anything into the relationship. It's something that is material. It doesn't change anything that is physical within one's Yeah. Okay, hold on. High Priestess, let us know if you're here, okay, sweetie? Let us know if you're here. No, High Priestess in reverse. The Judgment also, and the Five of Cups. It's like reaching for the stars, but you don't have a spaceship. You're never going to reach them. It's a no, sweetie. It's not going to make them closer in any kind of a way. Besides, she didn't even really want it. Hi, Elaine. It's not your turn yet. You're way too quick, but I'll be with you shortly. High Priestess, Mimi, and then Elaine, okay? Yeah, about 10 minutes, Elaine, okay? 10 minutes, sweetie. High Priestess, sweetie, you're going to be at 51 minutes. No, it's not going to make them more romantic, sweetie. Oh, you got time to take out the trash and the neighbor's trash, Elaine. Yeah. I don't know what happened with my trash today. Everybody had their bins out, but trash guy never passed by. The trash bin, whatever, never passed by. And I need them to pass by because I got 2 bins and they're completely full. I've been cleaning. I've been spring cleaning. My bins are full. I need him to pass. All right, so hold on. High Priestess, I'm coming over to see you. I'm going to do a little bit of an update onto the list too for you, my dear Hansons. So let me just go over here. No, that is just not okay. That is a horrible, not okay password. Okay. Voila. Okay. The list is as follows. I am currently on High Priestess. Then I am moving on forward to Mimi, to Elaine. Then I'm going to go and see Banks and Stacy. All right, so High Priestess, Mimi, Elaine, Banks, and Stacy are the list that we have for the moment. Here we go for High Priestess. He did a, okay. Will he allow me to switch? Yes, he will. Okay, let's go see, but it's a definite yes. He's going to allow you to do so. Okay, so currently on a High Priestess, we're going to start on off with your first question. Again, Mimi and Elaine are on up next. Okay. All right, here we go. High Priestess. First of all, High Priestess, I have to say, congratulations for all the progress that you're making. All right? It's all good, sweetie. Your energy is shifting into something that is powerful, that is a new phase of expansion, if you will. And I can feel how much momentum is actually building behind you. So let's go and see what's actually going on with D. I won't say the name. I don't like to say names. I like to keep it private. So you know who it is. Well, let's go and see what's going on. Okay, sweetie. I feel like the situation with D feels like it's more about that person's own emotional overwhelm, if you will, than it actually does about you personally. I don't feel like it has to do with you. I feel like they're just feeling overwhelmed. I feel like right now this person is kind of projecting their stress outward because they don't really know how to fully communicate or to process what they're actually going on through, which is why you're actually seeing a little bit of that, roller coaster when you did ask, would you like to meet on up, blah, 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 and they didn't necessarily respond on back, all right? So I feel as though you being quieter than lately has actually triggered a little bit of a sense of abandonment or even loneliness into this person. Even though your intention was simply to kind of hold your space for yourself, people often kind of feel that way, just kind of keep yourself, and you're like, I need that time for myself. I've got my own stuff to take care of, everything as such. People kind of feel abandoned. They feel like, oh my God, have I done something? Have they left me alone? This is a little bit the way that this person is feeling. So Your apology to make plans was more than enough, but her not necessarily responding is a little bit of her way of kind of sulking or kind of waiting for you to chase for her a little bit more. Like, she really wants to have the attention. She wants to know that she's important and everything as such. So she may come around, but emotionally I feel like she's a little bit into a place to be fully, like, she's not ready to be into a place where she's able to give as much as she is going to be receiving. She wants to receive much more. And you're not necessarily into a place neither where you want to give. You got to keep a lot for yourself. You got a lot going on into yourself also. You don't have time for all this stuff. So this isn't about you doing anything wrong. It's just somewhat of a misalignment, if you will, an emotional capacity at this moment that is not necessarily stable coming from both sides. But you've offered. If she decides that she's not going to take it, that's entirely up to her. You have offered. She's just playing an emotional game over here. So continue to hold your boundaries. Keep your heart open, sweetie. If she wants to, she'll meet you halfway, my love. You've already done everything that you could. You have nothing to necessarily feel bad about. Now you are wondering what is going to be happening. Yes, with the program. Is the director going to let you switch over? I have no doubt that that's a yes. There is no doubt about it. I don't see any problems with that. It's a yes. There's definitely a chance that you're going to be offered the opportunity to start, I'm going to say, this summer. There's no doubt about it, sweetie pie. The energy around this is very, very positive. It is very timely at the very same time. I feel like the director may seem a little bit neutral into the whole thing, but underneath, I feel like they are completely supporting what it is that you want. So I'm going to say, even though I kind of feel like the director would like you to stay where you're at, I feel like they're definitely going to let you go towards it. So if you approach a conversation confidently and express why you're making the change now, the alignments, how this is going to better for you, for your goals, there's every reason to believe that they're going to try to accommodate you before the actual deadline, sweetie. So just make sure that you're clear, that you're professional, that you're intentional. It's going to open up the door for you. Now the business plan on the bank funding and everything of this such, are you going to be approved into that? We're going to go and look at that. That I feel like it's more topsy-turvy. I feel like there's a yes and I feel like there's a no. I feel like it's kind of complicated. I feel like you have a lot of things that are going for the good for you, but I feel like it could also kind of tilt into the negative for the moment. Not forever, but for the moment. But we're going to go and see what we've got. The energies can change an awful lot, so a lot of it can actually modify itself, sweetie pie. Mimi is next, by the way, followed out by Elaine. Okay, so Mimi and Elaine, followed by Banks and Stacy. So I'm going to say there's a very strong potential for approval, especially at the place that you're talking about, so the Navy Federal Bank of America. I feel like your business plan has come through as structured, sincere, quite promising. I feel like they're going to appreciate the way that you're presenting your preparedness, if you will. The revenue projections, the repayment confidence, the clear goals, everything of the such. What I can say for you that is going to help you on through is have a solid reason for the loan and for the funding amount. Show that you've done your homework onto the market and onto the business model, and prepare answers on how the funds will be used and how quickly you expect, to actually reimburse all those things. So there may be one offer better than the other, but I'm definitely going to have to say I feel like you are going to be supported definitely by the first place, so the Navy Federal, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to say the rest of it. So if there's any delay altogether, I feel like it is going to be minor, but I definitely do feel like you are definitely moving into that, sweetie pie, and I feel like it can definitely be yours if you present your case quite well. Yes. I got your email. My beautiful Elaine, and thank you so very much. I had a good day, my love. I spent hold on, Elaine. High Priestess, sweetie, I'm sending you much love. If there's anything that you're wondering about, that you're curious about, that I haven't answered, that whatever, you're not here, send me an email. I'll answer you. All right, sweetie pie? And I'm sending you much love and good for you, because every single thing that I have looked out into your 3 questions are all very positive. And as for the friend, she's just really looking for attention, sweetie pie. My day was good, Elaine. Thank you for asking. How was yours, sweetie? It was finally nice and sunny, so I spent like 3/4 of my day outside. I had a lot of things to do. I had to work onto the pool, cleaning of the pool because the people came for the pool, but I didn't necessarily take like the leaves out or anything on the bottom, so I had to do all that stuff. I had to put some seeds for some grass places. I had to mow the lawn into the back because I never do the back and the front at the same time. It's way too friggin' long. I actually went to purchase some flowers, so I started to put my flowers because it's starting to be warm enough. Woohoo! No more freezing at night. Basically, I have an X onto my back because I got a sunburn and the shirt that I was wearing had an X. I look like I'm a tic-tac-toe board. I did, Julie. I spent all my day outside so my house could look beautiful. Yeah, I have not one single dandelion or bad thing onto my lawn. It is green. It is beautiful. My flowers are gorgeous. I've got everything up to par. Seriously. There is nobody that can say anything about my house. It is pure perfection, and that is the way I shall keep it. Every day I go out there, I see one little dandelion and I go rip the darn bugger out. Oh my God, I hate them. Yes, yes. I like to have, Elaine, I like to have the perfect house. In wintertime, all my snow is removed at all times, all over the place. In summertime, I got beautiful flowers. My grass is always the first one to be mowed. There's no weeds. There's no nothing. Like, it's good. I like to impress. You have a dream where I was gardening? Well, there you go. I was gardening today, and I'm going to be gardening tomorrow because tomorrow's supposed to be nice, and I have to go and plant the flowers behind. Oh, yeah! I took care also of my... I'm not planting vegetables this year because my kids don't really want to eat any, but I do have raspberry and blackberry bushes that are in, like, contained places that I grow them in. And I had to take care of that too. Oh my God, they're so prickly. Like they hurt as heck. I don't know. I stabbed myself a few times, but yeah. There you go. I'm the neighbor you like to have who always has a very nice yard. Um, all right. Absolutely, Julie. I got you. You're going to be after Stacy. I'm going to go and see you though, Julie. You're probably going to be up in about 30 minutes, okay? Yeah. Hi, Priestess. I'm done your reading, but I love you. I'm going to go and do Mimi's reading, but if you have any questions, High Priestess, let me know and I'll answer you when I'm done Mimi, okay? Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to go and send you a message when it's your turn. High Priestess, your reading is, hold on, I don't even have to ask our beautiful Lilith because here you go. You are at 51 minutes. I do talk a little bit, so it might be 51:30. You know how I am. But yeah. Good for you, my beautiful Elaine. Good for you, sweetie pie. Man, me and you 1010. What's with it? I don't know what the heck's with you in 1010. Elaine, 1010 is a number from the universe saying new beginnings, personal growth, manifestations of desires, sweetie. It's about embracing new opportunities, and that makes complete sense with you, 1010. That's what 1010 is all about. Okay, so I'm going to see Mimi. Yeah, and I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop babbling. So please stop talking to me. I'm not answering anymore. Mimi has a lot of questions and I can't look at the chat. Oh, 107.30 is going to be for Mimi. Who is at 51? Oh, 51 minutes was for our beautiful high priestess because she came in and I didn't want to have to bother you, Lilith, so I told her it's at 51 minutes. It's high priestess, sweetie. Yeah, that's it. I was just trying not to bother you, sweetie. I knew I had posted it not long ago. So Mimi, I think you're sending me to my email. Is that correct? Let me just go and validate. Watson Lilith, 11 o'clock tonight for the shut off time, okay? Okay, so here we go. And what is this going on? I do. I have Love Shine again also. Okay, so Love Shine's going to be on a little bit later on. So for the moment, here we go with Mimi. Mimi, where am I going with this? Am I going into my email? I don't know where I'm going. Help me. Hold on. To email. Okay, that's short and sweet. Email it shall be. Let me get rid of all these. There you go. I got you. Okay, so again, please forgive me. I am not looking into the chat. Okay. Up next is Elaine. So Elaine, Banks, and Stacy are next. Juanson, Elaine, Banks, Stacy, and Julie, and Love Shine. Elaine, Banks, Stacy, MZ, and Love Shine. Mimi. Here you go. I know there's a lot of stuff going on for you, sweetie. A lot of pain. A lot of things that are kind of guiding you forward. Let's go see. So first of all, I can truly feel how heavy all of this is onto your heart. And I want to say, first of all, that you're not crazy. You're not weak. You're not foolish. You're not foolish for loving too deeply or anything of the such. You loved with everything that you had is what you did. It's not weakness. It's strength. Right now it's hurt, but it's a lot of different kind of things altogether. Now, you're right to say that the universe already showed you the truth. That clarity that you are getting, that quiet knowing, is not just into your mind. It's your soul that is finally kind of rising up to protect your heart. And while it doesn't necessarily erase the pain instantly, it is the first true step towards your healing. Not just letting go of him, but actually you are reclaiming you, who you are. So, what are his current, I'm going to say, questions now with honesty and care? Is he missing you? Does he love you or her? Does he want to come back? Honestly, he does think about you, especially into the quiet, restless moments, but his thoughts are often scattered. They're not grounded in real commitment or in change. Yes, he does miss what you did give him, the warmth, the emotional loyalty, and the comfort that you provided. But missing someone and being ready to show up for them are, my God, they're worlds apart, sweetie pie. So he is still emotionally divided, and love, and real love altogether, requires accountability. And he's not showing that at this moment. So will he ever actually tell the truth? Does he worry about losing you? And what does he actually think about your current feelings? He knows that he's lost a piece of you already. Somewhere deep down, he feels that there is that shift, but he doesn't fully grasp the damage that he has done because he avoids that guilt by kind of putting everything into little compartments. So he's aware of how he's affected you, but instead of taking responsibility, he's dodging, he's ghosting, he's gaslighting. So in his mind, you're there, and you know what? You're always going to care. That's what he thinks, which is crazy. So now that's how he justifies continuing to silence, because you're always going to be there, sweetie pie. That's what he's thinking. So, but what he doesn't actually see coming is that you're quietly detaching, and that's going to hit him harder than he actually expects. So what about the actual physical intimacy and the lies? Were you just a release? Oh, you're not a release in any kind of single way, sweetie. You were never just a toy. That's how he may have used you, but that's not what you were. He is used to using sexual things to cope, to hide, to relieve guilt. And that's a reflection of his own friggin' dysfunction. And I added friggin' because I felt like it. His own dysfunction, not your own. So it's likely that he wasn't necessarily honest because, anybody else that he's involved with. But that doesn't make you foolish. It makes him a man who doesn't deserve the loyalty that you have actually been giving him all these years. So karma does its job, sweetie. Karma always comes. It doesn't always necessarily show up into a very loud way, but it hits exactly when it hurts most. And in his peace and his future relationships and his own reflections. So let the universe handle that part, sweetie. Your work now is to keep going on forward, to keep your beautiful bandage on, sweetie, and to love yourself back into your own wholeness altogether. So basically what you need to know is this. You're not crazy for feeling deeply. You're human. And you're really just kind of learning how strong you actually are within all of this. You're allowed to miss him and still kind of walk away. You're allowed to love someone and still say, this is not enough for me anymore. So let him feel the silence. Let him face the mirror. You don't have to chase him for the truth when he's not going to give it to you. Let that just be a little bit of your own freedom, because you've got this, sweetie. And if he's not going to treat you into the right way, then, it's not up to you to actually deal with that, sweetie pie. You must love yourself. You must do whatever is good for you and not what is necessarily good for him. His message is for you. You are always into my heart, even into its silence. You feel like beautiful home to me. Even in distance, I am holding you close. You will always take my breath away, and my heart is yours completely. I'm sending you so much love, sweetie. What is that? Hi, Toka fan, sweetie. You have never seen me read Lilith before? I've read Lilith before. I have. You haven't seen it, but I have. You love being single. Well, sometimes single is the easiest way to go. Hi, Toka fan, sweetie. Thank you for your donation, my love. I'm going to say it's probably through PayPal? Let me go see, because there is a donation over here. Who is that from? Is that from you, my love? Let me just go see. No, that's from Banks. Let me just go see, Toka fan, if your questions are in PayPal, because I do have to say, okay, I don't have your question right away, my love. Would you like to post it right away and I'll jot it down? Or do you want to come back in about 30 minutes? I have about a 30-minute wait, my beautiful Toka. I still have about 5 people before you. So if you want to come back, let's say in about 20 minutes, it'll be close to be your turn. Or if you want to leave your question right away, I'll jot it down and we'll leave your timestamp. You choose whatever is best for you. You just let us know and we'll go with the flow, okay? Elaine, I'm coming to see you, sweeties. Toka, I got you onto the list, my love. Up next is we're with Elaine. Moving on forward to Bank, Stacy, Julie, Loveshine, and Toka. So Elaine, I'm going to go into my email at this moment. Okay, hold on. Alrighty. Elaine, your next email. Elaine, we're going to go with the first one. Elaine. Hold on, my love. I'm just going to gather all your questions and we're going to answer all of them at the same time. Okay. So these are the two first, and the other two, the other three over here. Copy. All right, I got all your questions at the same place, and here we go. So Banks is going to be on up next. Let me just go and make sure that you are here and everything is good. Toka, posted question above. Thank you so very much, my love. The Page of Wands, not a problem, sweetie. Okay, Toka, I'm just going to jot this down. Hold on, my love. Thank you for posting, by the way, sweetie pie. You talked about it yesterday, but a little heavy-head, but was too angry to talk. And that is going to be for Stacy. Okay, you're right after Banks. Thank you for posting, sweetie. Okay, hold on just a second. I just want to jot on down over here, Toka. Toka's question. You want to know Jay's next action. Towards you. And you say you missed his call today. Okay. Yeah, that's a work crush. It's a bit too late to call. Yeah, okay, we're gonna look at him. Yeah, so you're gonna wait until tomorrow. Okay, my love, I got you, Toka. Thank you for posting, love. I'll be with you shortly, sweetie. So let's go see over here with Elaine. Thank you, Stacy. Also, I'm gonna be with you shortly too, sweetie pie. So, Elaine, here we go. We're gonna start over here. I love the creative, the spiritual energy that is surrounding you at this moment. I kind of feel like everything is a little bit kind of subtly kind of putting itself into the right place. So now the Dream of the Logo design, the Two of Cups, and the Page of Wands. What was that actually about? And yeah, and over here you said the Knight, but it is actually the Page of Wands. Yes. Um, the dream itself, because of the components that you actually have that are surrounding it, the dream, no dreams are random, all right? It's actually something that's very symbolic. I feel like the designing of the logo represents your identity and your purpose and the creative signature that you want to be recognized or that you want to be shown. Now, when the person showed it to the classroom, I feel like it reflected the external validation or the exposure, like you're being seen. Now, the Two of Cups hints to somewhat of a meaningful connection that is forming, either from something that is very creative or something is a little bit more romantic, but I'm going to say into this case it is more creative. I feel like it's suggesting that there's a soul alignment with this mentorship or with this collaboration, something it is meant to be. Now, the next is the Page of Swords. That is about a certain movement. It is about a passionate energy, but it is about an immature energy. It is an energy that is moving on forward, but at the very first steps. So that represents you stepping into more of your own confidence, being inspired by your work, but needing to step it on up a little bit more. A page is the beginning, a knight follows on through, and then you become into the king or into the queen. So you need to step it on up a little bit more within that. So what you really need to know altogether within this dream is that you're about to be recognized for your authentic creative voice, but you need to stay open because the right people are watching you at this moment. Now, how's your motion graphics going, and how will your mentor and group think? Again, next is Banks and Stacy. So Banks and Stacy are going to be the following readings. And readings closing in 33 minutes, my sweetie pies. So what do we have over here for Toi, my sweetie? How's the motion graphics going? What is your mentor and the group actually going to be thinking? I feel like you are onto the right path. I feel like the energy around you has recent changes from the IG post that feels fresh and confident and well aligned with your own personal style. Now, your mentor is likely going to be impressed by your initiative and feel like you're growing into your own rhythm. The group may feel like there's a mix of support and curiosity, and I feel like some will be quietly kind of inspired. Now, the posting on Thursday is going to be well timed. You can expect a few new eyes or shares that could subtly kind of build into your own visibility, if you will. So that will be good. Now, any job offers in June or July into the graphic design? I don't really feel like it's going to be happening into the month of June. I see more like July and August, my love. I do. So I'm going to say that somewhere around the end of July, beginning of August, I feel like there's a promising movement that is happening for you, where you could receive like a freelance opportunity or a collaborative kind of gig that's going to evolve into something that's going to be more consistent. So it's going to begin as something that is small and is going to end up being something that is permanent. So I need you to stay visible and don't be afraid to reach out or to pitch your work. You're being aligned with a creative team or a client that is going to resonate with your style. So you may even attract like an unexpected offer through the social media or something of the such. But I'm going to say just kind of keep all doors open, but nothing really is going to be happening until end of July, beginning of August. As for a general energy from late May to August, that's going to be a little bit more of your, I'm going to call late, not late May to August. No, May and June, nothing, sweetie. It's not nothing. There's nothing that is concretely giving you like a job, a paid job that you're going to stay to within the following years and so. But you're moving and you're progressing, you're doing a lot of things. But if you're really talking about something that is stable, that is going to stick around for you, it's more end of July, August. You're going to be feeling more clarity. You're going to be feeling more creative direction. There's a certain theme of alignment through your refinement because every single day you're becoming more and more refined. Small tweaks are going to lead you to bigger results. There's definitely going to be new friendships. There's going to be new creative connections that are going to emerge that are going to motivate you. So I'm going to say around end July, beginning of August, you're going to feel that positive shift into your living space, into your workspace. And that's going to help you to go and reach your goals. So I'm going to say for the moment, it's a little bit May. Well, we're at the end of May. So May, June, beginning July is more about getting that momentum. That's going to help you grow. You're gaining your roots. You're putting your roots down into the ground and you're ready to just kind of blossom is what you're doing. And finally, is there any exciting news coming on in? Well, let's go and see. Banks is going to be on up next. So Banks, you are next, followed out by Stacey. I'm going to come and see what's happening. So the World, the King of Wands, also getting over here. Our Sun, sweetie. Anything new? Any exciting news coming on through? I feel like you're going to get a lot of recognition, sweetie. And I feel like that's really important. I feel like it's something you didn't necessarily receive into the past. I see more recognition. I see more progress. I see that you've been working quietly on different kind of projects. And I feel like Spirit is hinting that something good is going to be coming towards you. It's like Spirit is seeing your work and everything that you're doing, and they're helping you to connect with the right people. So I feel like you're going to get a confirmation on some type of level for something that you're hoping for. It could be a project green light. It could be a creative opportunity. It could be something of the such is going to be happening at the beginning of August. So what I need you to know is that you're entering a period where your talent is actually being noticed, and fantastic for you because it wasn't into the past. And as long as you keep leading from the truth and the passion that you have, those doors are going to open up for you. So, you know, that's what you got to hold on to. That's what you got to focus on to, sweetie pie. Absolutely, my love. Hi, Sean. We're going to move on forward now to our beautiful Banks. And Elaine, I'm sending you much love, sweetie. I'm glad you're feeling better, sweetie. So Banks is going to be at 128.30. Yeah, that sounds right. And you would like to have a general reading. Yeah, I see. You switched. I just love this name. I really do. Okay, so here we go. All right, so let's do this. And voila, Stacey is next, followed out by MZ. And then I'm going to need Love Shine's questions. So Love Shine, if you're around, let us know if you're around. Don't post your questions right away. Wait until I'm with Julie. Then you can post your questions, but you're definitely coming on through. So sweetie, again, I love your name. I'm so jealous. Current energy. Let's go see what we've got into the current energy. What is happening for you, sweetie pie? All right, you're stepping into something that is going to be a transitional stage, but I need you to work with people. Sometimes it sucks to work with other people. Honestly, I'm not all that fond of working with them. Honestly, I don't. I like other people, but I like them from a distance. I don't like to work with other people because I feel like they kind of cheat on things. I feel like they don't put enough effort into it. Yeah, even when I was in university, just, parenthesis, whenever you get like these work projects you got to work on, you have to do it into a group. Yeah, I'm the type of person at the beginning of the session who's got all my work done for the whole darn session. So I don't like to wait after people. There's always somebody into the gang who doesn't do the job well. I feel like into the workplace, it's the same thing because those people kind of transpose themselves. Yeah, anyways, point being, it's going to be good for you to work with other people. Just make sure you're working with a type of people who are a little bit like me, who actually put the effort into it. So, a transitional phase where cycles are kind of wrapping up and being gently nudged. So whatever is no longer good for you is going to kind of be evacuated. All right, it's going to leave. Poof, 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 poof. If it's no longer good, it's going to leave. Now, may it be habits, relationships, ways of thinking. If it's no longer good, we're flushing, sweetie pie. All right. Now, you could be a little bit into a period where you're a little bit more reflective, a little bit uncertain about different things, but this energy is going to be guiding you towards something good. It's guiding you towards what you need to be, where you need to go. It's guiding you towards clarity, not confusion, clarity. So you need to trust that even if you feel like you're a little bit stuck in this moment and nothing is budging and nothing is moving, things are going to realign. Things are going to be okay. Things are going to put themselves into the right place. So what is actually coming in for you? I'm going to say new insights. I'm going to say new opportunities. I'm going to say something that you've been thinking about for quite some time is finally going to make its way towards you. So I'm going to say personal shift could be coming on in. I'm actually, oh my God, a minute. A personal goal, a shift in direction also. I'm also going to say positive conversations with people that are around you. Yes, yes, yes. These conversations are going to bring more support, more courage, and they're going to help you reconnect with the right people if a reconnection is necessary. You're going to be seeing different synchronicities. For some reason, I'm seeing 444 and I'm seeing feathers. Look out for those. Pay attention to repeating numbers, signs, and dreams, sudden gut feelings, all those things. They're all confirmations. Now, Spirit's message for you is that you don't have to rush into any type of clarity. The next step is going to unfold for you exactly when it is meant to be for you, sweetie. By the way, let me just go just one single second before I continue over here. The 444, I told you to look out for 444 because I feel like you're going to be seeing it. I do want you to know that 444 is about you being protected and being surrounded by angels. It's a sign that you're onto the right path and that even if you can't see the full picture yet, that the angels are guiding you and supporting you and grounding you. And they're there with you onto your next chapter, my sweetie pie. They want you to know that you're not alone, that you're building something with spirit within yourself and the people that are around you. So remember that. That being said, again, look at that. Things that are unbalanced will become more balanced. People that are emotionally bullyish around you or manipulative, flush them. You don't want them. Be careful for people who try to make you do things, okay? If somebody tries to make you do something you don't want to do or think something that you want to do or make you do a project or think of whatever it is, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. Other than that, financial stability, health is fine, love-wise, stable, nothing much happening. What I'm seeing over here is be careful for the type of relationships that are around you who might not be grounding, who might not be 100% positive. Make sure that you surround yourself with the people who are going to be helping you to advance. And that's going to be good for you. If you have any other questions, my dear Banks, please let me know. And I'm sending you much love. It's vengeance. Oh, I love it. It gives me such a total different view of you. Oh, I'm just saying. I'm just going to go and get myself some water just one second. Yes, it was. Sorry for the caps, love. Yes, it was. Now, I'm going to go and get myself some water. 1 second. I'm coming back to see Stacy, followed out by Julian Loveshine. Loveshine, if you're here, you can post your questions. Stacy... let me, before I go and get some water, Stacy, I'm guessing that you want to know what's going to be happening with you and Ryan, right? Or how things are going, sweetie pie. I know that you said not too much is happening at this moment, but let me just go see. If that's what you want me to look out for, let me know. I'm going to go and get some water. And everything is good so far into our list, so we can keep the list as it is. All right, so just 1 second. Oh sweet Lord, let me do that, this and this and this, and voila. Okay, so water I'm going to get. Just 1 second. And then Julie's going to be on up next. So Stacy, Julie, Loveshine, and Toka. j'ai pas fini, on va juste chercher de l'eau. Ça vous aime? Vous allez me faire les dents, les choux? Vous allez voir une lumière, vous n'allez pas me voir là-haut. God, bye. I'm back. Here we go. Okay, hold on. Okay. So, here we go, my love. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Hi. Oh, well, it's almost your turn. It's not your turn yet. I'm with Stacy. Stacy, sweetie. And then you're next, my beautiful Lemsy. So you want to know what is going on because nothing much is really happening. You say around here you haven't really made up after the argument that you had a few days ago. You talked yesterday maybe a little bit headway, but he was too angry to talk. How's he feeling about you and what's going to happen next? Okay, let's go see. All right. So, Ryan, you still haven't made up after your argument a few days ago. You talked yesterday. I can see it over here. The problem is over here, my sweetie pie, he thinks that you're he thinks that you're bossing you and you're a little bit domineering at this moment. He still wants to be with you and he still loves you. There's nothing that has actually changed. But he is into a place where he does. You see, this is it. This is the actual situation. He's feeling challenged. He's feeling hurt. He's feeling like you're the one who's deciding things. He doesn't feel comfortable with that. And I'm not saying that's what's happening, but that's his perception. But he does believe that you guys are meant to be together and he will do absolutely anything to be with you. So is this over? Absolutely not. Does he want to be with you? Yes. Is this challenging for him? As heck it is. How do you feel about the fact that he thinks that you're domineering? Does that make any sense to you? It definitely is, my sweetie pie. It is good that it's challenging, but he finds that it's too challenging. He finds that it's a little bit of an issue, like it's complicated. No, but into his mind, ooh, wait, the camera just kind of moved. You're seeing different things here, guys. Okay, wait. Ooh, let me bring you back. Oh, no! Okay, gosh, what am I doing? Oh, geez, Louise. Wait, I'm going to have you guys looking at my stealing soon. Oh, perfect spot. Okay, so, yeah. All together over here, sweetie, this is it. All right? What seems to be happening over here is that let me just do a little bit like that. Okay. I know, seriously, Watson. You guys are going to start seeing my secret stuff into my little dungeon. Definitely don't want you guys seeing my toys. No, I don't got no toys. Okay, maybe I do, but they're not visible. That being said, what is that? The problem is that he always wants things his way, and that, no, that is not a partnership in any kind of single form or way. No, it is not. And that's why he feels like you're kind of domineering, because into his mind, that's what he's thinking, right? I didn't say anything, Juanson. I have those things very well hidden. They're into the old dungeon downstairs. If you only knew what I was doing with the old office. So that being said, it is what it is. You hear way too many things, Swanson. Seriously. Stacy. He feels as though, quite frankly, at this moment, the most that I can tell you is this. He's feeling confusion. He's feeling love. He's feeling desire, but he's feeling blocked. So, what does that actually mean? He wants to be with you, but he doesn't want to have the problems, doesn't want to have the challenges, doesn't want to have the fights. He doesn't want you to be in control of everything. And I know that you're going to say you're not in control of everything, but into his mind, he believes that you are. So if he believes that you are, but you say you're not, then that is still a conversation that needs to be done. Because if his perception of you is being somebody who is trying to control things when you're not trying to, then that needs to be resolved and it needs to be talked about, because otherwise it's going to be reoccurring and it's going to keep on coming back over and over and over and over and over again. It's no good for you. It's no good for him. So I would definitely talk about that with him. Definitely. Right? You're going to gift me a cactus? Oh my God, that is so prickly. I have to say, Juanson, I'm not going to say here, but I will send you a message. I do not feel safe to send it here. But I will send it over here. That's not happening. It's a little bit prickly, Juanson. It's a little bit too far for me. I'm not that much into it. Yeah, seriously. I'm more into the mild stuff than the wild stuff. How's that? All right. So my beautiful Stacy, what do you have going on? He wants to be with you. This relationship is not over. It's going to continue. You are seen as love. You are seen as a little bit mysterious because he doesn't completely understand you. He cares about you. He wants to be with you. But that being said, he feels like it's difficult. At this moment, you guys have got to figure out what to do. You have got to figure out, sweetie pie, because otherwise one of you is going to end up walking away. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's what it's for. Oh my God. Oh, wow. In that case, yes, he will love it. Absolutely, absolutely, Juanson. If you only knew, he'd probably really love that cactus. Make it big. He'll love it. There's a pain-pleasure kind of thing that goes along with it. So, sweetie, Stacy, this is it, okay? This is it. Oh, my God, Juanson, if you only know how twisted that man is. And the fact that I love a man who is so twisted means a lot about me too, doesn't it? Stacy, sweetie pie. He is very anxious. He is tired. He doesn't want to be manipulated into anything. Often he feels like your conversations go around into a certain way where he feels like he has to say or do something because he kind of feels like he's a little bit manipulated. What you guys need to do at this moment is, when you talk, to understand that your wants and your desires are not manipulations. They are wants and desires. That's it. His wants and desires are not manipulations. They're wants and desires. But you guys can try to find some type of compromise within all of it. That's going to be your major issue. Compromise. Find an understanding and a compromise that will be good for everybody. What you guys need to find at this moment is your balance. You have lost your balance. You have lost the equilibrium. It tilts from one way to the next into a very, very quick kind of a way. And when it does so into a very impulsive way, one ends up walking away. And then it brings insecurity and fear and stress and everything that goes along with it. Nobody needs that crap. Nobody. You are much best to sit down to talk. Ask him clearly, my beautiful love, what do you want? What do you feel is wrong into this relationship? And after he answers, you ask him, how do you think we could make this better? What are your options? and then you can see from there what could be a good compromise. If you understand each other, you're wondering, is this relationship over? No, it's going to continue. I'm even going to say you're going to continue into a little bit of this mess for a good 2 to 3 months before anything either happens or a conclusion is somewhat made to continue. You have like a good 2 to 3 months to try to figure things out with him into this topsy-turvy kind of a relationship to make things work. After 2-3 months, something will happen. Either you will be together or one of you will walk away. But he loves you and he doesn't want to leave you like you love him and you don't want to leave him. I know he's hard to talk to. Oh, thank you, Hansen. It's very important not to judge those kind of things. It's very relative to the individual. I'm going to give you some love messages, okay? I know it's difficult to talk to him, sweetie. Oh my God, I know. Oh, I know, sweetie. You know what? I've got an ex like that, Stacey. I was with him for 19 years. Now I'm separated with him, and I have to still talk with him because we have kids. And it's still very difficult to talk with him. I don't talk with him. I write emails. We don't verbally talk. It's not possible. Yes. So, and I have to fake to be nice and polite. So it is what it is. I'm going to say this, sweetie pie. He loves you. You love him. There's a way through this. You guys just have to try to find the middle part. All right. It's going to be super important, sweetie. But you still have some time ahead of you guys. You are going to be receiving some news from him within the following 7 days. You'll have another conversation. It's going to be important at that conversation if you're able to do so. Honestly, ask him, my love. Ask him. What would you like to change into this relationship? Or what do you think is wrong with this relationship? And how would you repair it? And then you can, when after he says it, say, I understand where you're coming from and what you mean. But then you could say, could it be possible with your thoughts to kind of compromise or to put this kind of in? That's a little bit the way that would be best for you guys if it helps you in any kind of a way. MZ, are you still here, sweetie? Because you're next, my love. Here we go, sweetie. I pushed you away because I felt smothered and unworthy of your love, kindness, and affection. Thank you, Julie, sweetie. I stay away thinking about you, and I fall asleep dreaming about you. You are always in my thoughts. You are always onto my mind. Let's have a heart-to-heart conversation. I want to open up and tell you how I truly do feel. Oh, lovely. Ooh, the last candle is for 2 months, right, Julie? I stare at your picture a lot. I believe that you're so very beautiful. And the feelings between us are entirely mutual. Stacey, write me an email if you want to. Okay, my love. I know he's difficult to talk to, but there's a way to do it. I promise you. Love Shine. Oh, it sounds like a plan, Julie. Let's go see our beautiful Julie. And Love Shine, if you're here, I need you to post your question, okay? So here we go for our beautiful Julie. I do have your questions already with me. I'm going to go and make sure that everything is up to date and okay. So everything is good. Love, Shine, and Toka are next. I know, no candles, no nothing, no nothing, no more. I know, my love. Okay, Julie, here we go. So, is he still feeling motivated and making plans to pursue you? I'm going to say yes, he is still feeling completely emotionally drawn to you. I feel as though his heart has never stepped away from you, sweetie. Never, ever, 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 ever. Even if he's been quiet or even slow to act, that's, if you will, his a little bit underlining motivation to build within him. He feels your love, he feels your presence and your depth. Wait a minute. And that connection continues to pull him even when he tries to distract himself, sweetie. So right now, he's thinking, he's watching, and really, he's pacing himself emotionally. The desire to pursue you is there, but he's working through his internal fears, especially through his timing, through his responsibility, through actually getting it right is so important for him. He needs to get it right. We have to work onto that perfectionism of his, honestly. Mark's thoughts about proving his love and why he hasn't fully decided on how yet. But that's because he's a perfectionist again. That's his major issue. Okay. Now, what is actually going on with that, and how is that actually moving on through? Look at that, our beautiful queen. You're absolutely right. Mike has been thinking about how to show you that he's all in. And there's a sincere energy into his thoughts. There's no doubt. He wants to be able to spend more quality time with you, but he wants to be able to do it without distractions. He wants to be able to give you verbal affirmations, actually saying how he feels, not just hinting. Two different things. Possibly doing something thoughtful or personal, a gesture that only you would recognize as beautiful and meaningful. Reconnecting into a deeper, more emotional conversation, one that sets his intentions clear. But then what's holding him back? Mike is still battling that inner voice that questions, am I truly ready? Can I be the partner she deserves? It's not about the lack of love. It's about his uncertainty about being enough. He wants to be sure that he can maintain his promises before making it real. So for now, he's still into that mental phase, into that mental planning phase, if you will. But you need to know that you're onto his mind and the pull hasn't faded. The more you remain grounded into your own worth, the more his clarity will rise and will come to meet you. That's what you need to know. It's all about him being too perfect. I know, my love. Oh, he's still on track for doing it, sweetie pie. Absolutely. And rely on me? Absolutely. Oh, so absolutely. Julie, I'm sending you much love, sweetie. Stacy, also my love. Wherever Love Shine is, wherever you are, sweetie, let us know. I'm gonna go and see Toka. Julie, let me know if there's anything else. Toka is gonna be at 2 hours, and we're gonna have our beautiful. We're going to have Love Shine on the wait list. All right. Let me go and pin this. You say, but it is getting closer, sweetie. It is definitely getting closer. It's really just a question of him, breaking through this. Absolutely, my love. Absolutely, sweetie pie. Happy new moon, sweetie. I'll see you a little bit later. Yeah, we're going to help him break through it. We definitely are, sweetie pie. Toka, my love. Toka, Toka, Toka. Jay's next action is towards you. You say you missed his call today, and he's a coworker that you have a crush towards, right? Let's go see what's happening. All right. Here we go. Okay, so here we go, sweetie pie. Okay. So, sweetie pie. Crush likes you back. No doubt about it, Toka. I feel like it's a question of alignment, is what it is at this moment. I feel like we want to move on forward towards you, but we are into the initial phases. We are into the page, but we're definitely interested into it. I feel like we're thinking about a lot of things. We're wondering about a lot of things, perhaps because it is actually related to work. It's always a little bit more complicated when it has to do with work, right? There's a work relationship, there's the environment, there's the bosses, there's what if it doesn't work, there's all those things that kind of come on together. But there's absolutely no doubt about it. I'm not going to say to necessarily contact night because it is way too late and everything and the such. I get it, not a problem. But hey, if you're able to call back tomorrow, definitely do call back tomorrow. If this person is interested in you, I have absolutely no doubt about it whatsoever. That being said, since you did not necessarily answer their question, not their question, but their phone call, they might be a little bit kind of wondering, what are you up to? Did you, like they might be a little bit hurt into their feelings because they are a little bit of a page kind of moving on forward, a little bit of a tippy toe, one little step at a time. So I feel like they're going to need more strength to actually reach on out. So I feel like this was, unfortunately, a little bit of a lost opportunity into a certain way. If you're able to kind of reach on out, that would balance things out, no doubt about it. Is this person interested into actually moving on forward, going on to date, everything as such? Yes. Is this person interested into something that would just be sexual? No. I feel like it is actual for dating, commitment, sexual, and emotional, like an actual relationship. I feel like they want to make as many moves as they possibly can, but they're still feeling a little bit insecure, sweetie pie. So give them a little bit more time. If you're able to reach out towards them, definitely do so. Say, hey, I'm so sorry. I missed your call yesterday. I didn't want to call back because it was a little bit too late. How are you doing? That's going to kind of put that little bandage onto their bobo, sweetie pie, because they definitely do want to move on forward with you. They don't want to lose you in any kind of single way. So I feel like they're waiting for you to make a movement, but if you're able to make that movement, everything is going to be honky-dory. Into the meanwhile, they're kind of waiting for you to do something. So if you don't actually call them back, then definitely do talk to them and say, oh my God, I saw that, you know, I missed your phone call yesterday. I'm so sorry, because they are a little bit in pain. They are a little bit anxious right now. They are a little bit sad, kind of wondering what's going on, and they want some type of information, some type of reach out. They don't really care what the reach out is. They want you to reach out to say, hey, acknowledge. Hey, how are you doing? You know, missed your call, whatever. They want some type of acknowledgement, because honestly, they're thinking towards the future. So, Sweetie Pie, I'm going to say your crush is as interested as you are, but we're going to need to show a little bit more of our desire, our wants, a little bit more of that passion together into a certain way, into a very worky kind of a way. And there's no doubt about it that you should be able to get something good coming out of this. And I'm going to give you some messages. So, next moves. And he's actually going to wait for you to make a move. And if you don't make a move, then it's going to take a little bit longer, because he's going to feel hurt. And he's actually going to kind of feel like, oh my God, did she not answer because she knew it was me? He's going to feel kind of attacked with this. All right. So if you're able to kind of, oops, my dear gosh, oh my sweet Lord, good thing nothing went behind. If you're actually able to make things better by contacting him, I will say that will be absolutely perfecto, Sweetie Pie. Oh, geez, Louise. What have I done? Okay, I didn't do that bad. I've done much worse into the past. So, yeah. Definitely do contact and just kind of let him know that you kind of missed his call. You didn't do it on purpose. How are you doing? Everything is such, and you're going to be good. He wants this as much as you want it. And that being said, now that I got my deck all in pieces, let me give you some messages. Here we go. Love Shine still looking for you, sweetie. And we're going to go and see Juanson. Love Shine is the last one onto the list for tonight, Sweetie Pies. See, we want to know that you care. We want to know. We need to feel kind of validated with this. We do have a lot of desire towards you, no doubt about it. We still don't have all the answers. Getting over here. I'm getting ready. Thinking about socks with you. I'm thinking about you an awful lot, Sweetie Pie. So I'm sending much love out to you, sweetie. I say contact him. Let him know you missed his call, but you didn't mean to. How's he doing? Does he want to go and grab a coffee? Lovely. Wishing you a lovely evening, sweetie. I'm going to go see Watson. All right, hold on. All right. Oh, there you go. Hey, Love Shine. Alrighty. I said our plans is going to be interrupted by her. Can I tell you more? Okay, those are the other questions. Okay, hold on. Juanson, I'm going to come and see you in just 1 second. We're going to go and see Love Shine and Juanson. Yeah. Oh, you can go for it. Tasha tries things. We got you, sweetie. You can go for it, my love. So here we go for Love Shine. Go for it, sweetie. We're good. We're here. We don't turn away soul family, my beautiful love. You say your concert this Friday. How do you think going to be with you and him? Concert, not your concert. Concert. I got you, sweetie. Concert. I was gonna say, what concert are you doing? Okay, it was both of you guys together. I got you. Hi, Tasha. Oh, you're next, my beautiful Tasha. Yes, you are. All right. Oh, what is that? Okay, so. Hmm. Not a problem, sweetie. All right. So how's it gonna go? How's the concert gonna go? Okay. So, hold on, sweetie pie. J'ai plus personne de Jeff sur mon snap. J'ai toi, j'ai ma fille, j'ai son ami, j'ai Alex. Pas toi, Mélo, Montréal. J'ai pas grand monde, j'ai à peu près 5 personnes sur mon snap. J'ai bloqué toutes les autres.
Il me dit en noir, il est encore dans le chat qu'on a fait avec toi, puis moi, puis lui. C'est là qu'il m'a parlé hier soir, puis il m'a dit hey, je te vois plus dans mes amis. J'ai dit mais non, j'ai dit mais c'est parce que j'ai tout enlevé ça parce que je veux pas vraiment m'en occuper. Fait que c'est Alex qui gère ça, fait que tu lui demanderas. Fait que je me suis comme sortie de ça comme ça, mais j'ai plus personne sur mon snap là, j'ai plus personne.
Here we go. So, sweetie pie, you're going to feel like it's not necessarily going to go exactly the way that you want. That being said, you and him, things are going to go fine. He's going to be quite nice and sweet and everything of the such, but you're going to feel like you don't have enough time for him, or he's not dedicating enough time for you. So from there, you could kind of feel there's not going to be an external conflict, but you could feel like there's somewhat of an internal conflict, like he's not giving you enough time or he's not spending enough time with you, something of the such. That's what I can see. But nothing much more than that, sweetie pie. Allô, Anaëlle?
C'est fini?
Non. Tu peux venir dire allô si ça te tente?
C'est fini hier.
20 minutes.
Ça fait 20 minutes qu'il
C'est vrai, j'ai eu d'autres choses qui sont rentrées. 20 minutes. Tu peux venir dire coucou si tu veux avec ta belle face. Raphaël, il dort-tu? Je t'aime.
C'est long.
Tu es belle. Je t'aime. Yes, you can, Julie.
Non.
Je t'aime.
Maman, c'est trop long.
I love you.
Maman,
Bye.
c'est trop long.
See you later.
Ah,
See,
écoutez, une
see you later, sweetie pie. And no, it's all good. And Elle keeps coming to see me. He's like, no, not a problem. So she's like, when are you done, Mom? Oh, 30 minutes. And then she comes back. She's like, are you done, Mom? I'm like, no, 30 minutes. She's like, you said 30 minutes last time. I said, yeah, but more questions came in 30 minutes. Okay, so that's the no, not a problem. So that's where that's coming from. All right. So, I know she's cute. Oh, we're going back to horse lesson tomorrow. Oh my God, she loves her new school. Oh, she loves it, loves it, loves it. We're back to the type of school that we love. She just loves it. The lady, the young girl who gives the lessons, she's so cute and she's so fantastic. She's so lovely and so understanding and so perfect. And the owner's so perfect. Okay, except the fact that Anel wants me to buy the horse that is over there that costs $20,000. Everything's perfect. I'm procrastinating. I've always said at 12 years old, and she's only 9, so I still have 3 years of procrastination. Okay, so let's go back to yours. Let's go back to your questions over here. So, the concert altogether, between you and him, things are going to go well, but I feel like there's going to be a little bit of a something is going to be happening because I feel like maybe he's not going to be able to give you enough time or enough attention as you would actually like him to. Now, his thoughts on you during, and will the wife be there also? Now, his thoughts onto you during being there are fantastic. He's super proud. He's super happy that you're going to be there. You seem to be giving him the strength and everything that he actually needs to move on forward. So, I'm not going to say that there's anything bad within this. I feel like everything is good and everything is perfect, my sweet love. So I'm going to say you're doing absolutely everything perfectly and you're giving him the strength and the excitement to move on forward and to really kind of perform really well. Now, is his wife going to be there? And is she going to stay all night if she's there? Will the wife be there? From what I can see at this moment, she is not going to be there. So it is a no. Unless something changes for the moment, it is a no. So thank God. We don't need her there. Well, now you say, what are going to be his thoughts on her during? But she's not there, sweetie. Your plans are going to be interrupted by her, but it's not going to be at that event. It's going to be at a time and space and time. Like, let's say you're supposed to go out for dinner during the week. You're not going to be able to meet because she's going to want him to do something, or it's going to take longer for him to do something as she had already kind of planned for him to do. That's what I mean. It has nothing to do with a concert or anything of the such. That's how she's kind of interrupting a certain plan, but nothing else. So it's not something that's huge, not something that's big, but there could be a dinner that is going to be canceled, or that you'll have, instead of 3 hours, you'll have 1 hour, or, you know, he's going to be kind of busy texting, or he's going to have to leave quicker, something of the such. But that seems to be happening next week. As for over here onto the tarot messages, Sweetie Pie, he's into a place. If he could marry you, he would, Sweetie Pie. You give him everything that he needs. You give him the love, the understanding, the sweetness, the friendship, the loving, the partnership. And he sees himself with you forever and ever and ever, my sweet love. So I'm going to say keep going that way, my Sweetie Pie. And I'm going to go and see Tasha into the meanwhile. Tasha, are you here, Sweetie Pie? Here we go, sweetie. So altogether, my beautiful love, Sean, I don't want you to worry about the evening. It's going to go everything perfectly. Everything is going to be okay. It's just, like I said, whatever seems to be kind of hindering or coming into play has nothing to do with that. Yeah. So, Tasha, sweetie. MZ, I'm going to come and see you right after. Now, you say, is this person... Okay, is this person sexually attracted towards you? Let's go see. So, is he sexually attracted towards you? Yes, T is sexually attracted towards you. You know what your problem is? You're a lady boss. Okay. If you were a man, I'd say, you know what your problem is? You're a man boss. It would go the same way. There is nothing that is man, woman. There's no sexism into any of this. But the problem is the problem is that you're into a place where there's a certain vulnerability, where you're into a higher kind of a rank, and it creates instability. So there is sexual attraction that is there. Now, this person does see you as somebody who has a lot of sensuality, a lot of mystery. They truly are drawn towards you in so many ways that they are not even going to admit. If you only knew the stuff that goes through that person's mind before they go to bed at night when they think about you. Oh my God. Yeah, Karma Sutra, sweetie. So there's something about your energy. There's something about your presence. There's something about the way that you carry yourself that simply leaves that lasting impression onto this person. Even if they try to stay cool, even if they try to stay casual, the attraction is there. There is nothing to do with it. It is there. So, how does this person actually feel towards you overall? What the fudge? Oh my God, you're doing mathematics, girl. Good for you, sweetie. Love you. Je savais pas, mais you're very intelligent. Yes, sweetie. What do you want? C'est quoi tu veux? Dépêche-toi parce que je suis occupée.
Un truc à boire.
À boire, oui.
Là.
Là, non. Tu peux demander à Mathias si tu veux, là. Là, non, Mathias. Love you. Bye-bye. How does T feel about you overall? She's timing me. She put a timer on. I kid you not. Me who thought she was doing mathematics. I was so proud of her. Okay, so how does T actually feel about you overall? I feel like this person has, I'm going to say, I feel like they're a little bit conflicted. But I feel like they're a little bit conflicted because they're so emotionally drawn to you and they're so curious about you and where this would actually lead. But at the very same time, they don't really know what would happen to the long term or how to even express it actually like out loud, how to say it to you. They have no idea. Like they're lost. So they have a mix of like intrigue where they feel emotionally, mentally stimulated by you. There's attraction, so there's the physical chemistry. And there's hesitation because this person doesn't know how to handle all those emotions. It's like they're guarded and they're cautious in love, but they feel like they must have to open on through with it. So yes, you're onto their mind. Yes, you're not indifferent. Yes, they feel something. Yes, this person is watching how you do and how you kind of act towards them, but they have no idea how to do anything about it because they're too afraid. They're too afraid of what would actually be happening. I know. I know. What are you going to do with that, Tasha, sweetie? What? What are we going to do with this, sweetie pie? One day you're going to be the best rapper? I hope so, sweetie. I wish it for you, my love. I really do. I know, sweetie. Love, Sean, I'm sending you so much love, sweetie. I know, right, Lilith? Go for it, sweetie. We can't wait to hear you onto the charts, sweetie pie. #1 Spotify. Go for it, sweetie pie. May the best come your way, sweetie. Tasha, let me give you some messages. Let me give you some messages with this little deck. But sweetie Tasha, the major problem is you're too powerful. You're too powerful, and he kind of feels like, how can I express what I want and what I desire? Yes, he wants you into a committed relationship. Yes, he wants to have the sexual part with you. Yes, he is passionate about you. Yes, he thinks about you all the time. But how does he actually tell you that he wants all these things without eventually maybe losing his job because he likes you? That's where the problems come from. I know. Well, the problem is over here that you're higher ranked. That's where the major issue is coming from, sweetie. If you guys were at the same rank, it would be different. It would, but this is a little bit different. You see, you make my heart absolutely full. You do matter to me. But now's not quite the time. I haven't quite figured it out. But I'm having a lot of dreams about you. Ah, sweetie pie. Tasha, I love you, sweetie. Know that you're loved. Know that you're desired. We just don't know how to tell you. So get your sexy on, sweetie. Well, so far she's not coming. Maybe she'll end up coming, but so far she's not. And I have to say over here, sweetie pie, hey, that is a lovely day to be born, sweetie. Love, Shine, do not compare yourself to her. I know it is difficult for you to not compare yourself to her because he is married to her and he is seeing you and blah, 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 blah. But one is not a comparison to the other. If he is seeing you, it's because he's not finding what he wants into her, and that's why he's coming to see you. So don't compare yourself to somebody that he's not feeling comfortable or that he's actually wanting to be with. Who cares if she lost more weight? Who cares? Maybe he actually likes a little bit more weight. Who knows? Don't compare yourself. Do it for yourself. Do it because you feel comfortable with it. Do it because you are feeling better within yourself. Don't do it because she lost more. One is not a comparison with the other. If he is with you, it's because he loves you and he wants to be with you. He's not comparing you to her. I know. I like the all ones, sweetie. You go for it, sweetie. We will watch you onto the charts, love. MZ, sweetie, Julie. Let me go and get your other question. It is over here. Just one moment. Da 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 la 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 la. Okay, here we go. So. Oh, yeah, I like that. That's an interesting thing. That is a very, very interesting question. Okay, and I'm going to say that into the way that my beautiful Julie. A lot of people will use kisses for different reasons, right? And they'll just, like, some people use them freely. Kisses and hugs and everything of the such. And other people use it very sporadically. So it's an interesting kind of twist of things upon what people use and what people actually feel. And some people use them when they actually feel it, and some people use it, like, there's all different kind of uses of those emojis. That being said, I love the question. Those little emojis can say a lot more than what we actually do realize. So let's just actually go and see what he is feeling about it, because a lot of people will post a lot of things and they mean either nothing or a lot of things. So how does he actually respond to those sweet little kisses that you actually put on through into your text? Now, when he actually sees that little cute little kiss emoji all together, which I think is adorable. I love the kiss emoji. I feel as though he actually sees it as a little bit like a light. It is something that is coming up towards him. Even if he doesn't always necessarily show a big reaction, into his mind, into his heart, it's like that beautiful flutter. It's like, oh my God, she's sending me a beautiful kiss. All right? So it's a reminder that he's wanted, that he's cared for, that he's emotionally close to you, that he definitely does like it, and it's not too much, and it is something that he actually looks forward to. So when you don't send it on out, he kind of feels a little bit bad because he's kind of wondering, why didn't I get the kiss today? So there's a part of him that craves your affection, even when he's being more reserved or more slow to kind of open up, emotionally. So that little kiss emoji kind of feels like a safe expression of intimacy, and it leaves a soft smile onto his heart altogether. So I'm going to say, you know what? No worries, no worries. He doesn't think that it's too much. In fact, it's more like a sweet little nudge that says, I'm still here. I'm feeling you. And he feels really, really quite smooth by that. So I'm going to say the fact that you send it kind of puts a little bit of that velvet onto his heart. Makes him feel into those moments of uncertainty or into those moments of stress or anxiety that he is loved and he is cared for, because he himself does not send those out to anybody. And so whenever he does receive those, it is because it is important. It is coming from the heart. So he loves the fact that you do send them out to him, and it does go straight to his heart, sweetie pie. You didn't miss anything. You're next, sweetie. No, I know. He's not much for sending kisses. Yeah, let me go see. Yeah, Watson, you're next. You didn't miss anything. We're completely up to date, and you're next. Yeah. Yeah, but it's different kind of sending kisses to ladies and sending them to men. There's different vibes. It's not the same. It is not the same. No. All right, so sweetie pie, you might not like my answer, but I'm going to say in 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, you should start to see more kissy vibes should be coming on through towards you. I know you do, sweetie. I know he sent you several before. In approximately 3 weeks, you should start to have some more. It's a good answer. It is. I'll say 3 weeks. Within 3 weeks, you seem to be getting more, my love. You were... what? Preparing a what? A Cuba? A Cuba Libre? A Cuba Libre. Shrek is Evil D. Used to take that when we went on vacation every once in a while. He didn't know what to answer, what to ask, and he was like, "Oh, let me just give me a Cuba Libre." Is that not rum and Coca-Cola? I think, is that what it is? I know it is better than 3 years. Oh my God, could you imagine if I would have said 3 years? Oh frig. Julie, if your mom arrives before let me know when your mom arrives, okay? Let me know that everything is okay. I don't know what time she's arriving. Is she arriving like around 4 or something? Why do I see like 4, something of the such? Anyways, let me know whenever your mama arrives, okay, sweetie? But she's good, she's safe, everything is all right, sweetie. And she's so super excited to see you, my love. As I know that you're super excited to see her too. 24 hours from now, right? Okay. She's going to arrive. So it is tomorrow into the evening. Oh, it's with brandy and sangria. What the heck is that? That sounds so much better than a Cuba Libre. Rum and Coca-Cola? I will definitely take brandy and sangria before that. Yeah, that sounds good. I don't know. On vacation, a Cuba Libre, I think, is rum. I think it's rum and Coca-Cola. Something of the such. I don't know. I don't drink them. Oh my God, you're such a sweetie pie for preparing it for your dad. Don't prepare them for the turtles, okay? Julie, sweetie, so tomorrow night at this time, your mom will be with you. Oh, I love it. She's boarded for her first flight, then she has a connecting flight, and then she has, oh my God, she's so far away. It's amazing. Please keep me posted, love. And have a beautiful, happy moon, sweetie. I'll talk with you a little bit later. Juanson, here we go, my Cuba Libre. Yeah. Let me get into the emails. Okay, so, all right. So here we go. Awesome. I had a busy day outside today. And I probably will have the same busy day tomorrow. Because I thought to myself, tomorrow's another day, it's going to be nice. And then I think Wednesday's nice, and then we have rain for another 7 days. So I have to do everything that has to do with the house outside of the house. So lawn and flowers and pool. I have to take care of all those things into like the 24 or 48 hours that it's going to be nice. It's been raining for like 3 weeks straight. So yeah, tomorrow I'm probably due to mow the lawn in front because it's probably going to grow a little bit more during the night. Yeah, and plant my flowers into the backyard. And probably get a sunburn, but maybe in the front part of my body because I got one in the back part of my body and I had like a bathing suit on and I have an X into my back now, like a tic-tac-toe. Yeah, point being, I'll try to put an O in the front tomorrow. I don't know. But I did have a good day. I did. Yeah. So there you go. I hope you had a good day. Can you imagine the X in the back and the O in the front? Oh my gosh. I'll make sure to put suntan lotion all over the place except for the sign of the O. Oh my God. I think I have not been sleeping enough. So it is a long weekend. Absolutely. So will most for your, yes. Now that is your normal weekend. It is. For you, it changes nothing because you're always off, right? And you watch movies. That is nice. It is relaxing. I like that idea. It's too hot. Oh my God. You're already into the too hot. I was like at 22 degrees today. It was way not too hot. I have not even started to heat my pool. I thought about it, but then every time I look at the weather, I see 7 days of rain and I think, nobody's going to go swimming. Why should I spend a bunch of money in heating the pool if it's going to rain? Singing lesson, yes, and that went well. So how are things with your beautiful Elizabeth? Let's go see. How are things with Elizabeth? Okay. things with Elizabeth. Elizabeth's okay. Not anything exciting. She's okay. I feel like she wants like movement and changes. I feel like she had an okay weekend, but nothing exciting. Nothing exciting, sweetie. No. I feel like she wants changes. She wants movements. I feel like next year, Memorial Day, she wants different things happening into her life. Honestly. I feel like it was just an okay kind of a thing. Nothing much more. Now, has she been thinking about? Yeah, she's been thinking about jumping on in with you. I know we can see that different ways, but we're not going to. So yes, she's been actually thinking about, what if I made a move? What if I did this? What if I did that? But even if she made a move, she would have to be there at the same time as you. There is a conflict within your schedules that is creating an issue for you guys to actually combine each other and to talk and to be together. So for the moment, what you get is longing and wondering and love and lust and desires and manifestations. You guys need to manifest a schedule where you're together. That's what you guys need, because she's thinking about you. She wants something with you, but it's difficult to think and to want something with you and to move on forward if she can't see you, and if you can't see her. You guys need to spend time together. That being said, this week on Thursday, you will probably end up having some time off. You will probably not be seeing your sweetie pie, because I feel like on Wednesday she's going to be working on the night shift. On Thursday or Friday she's not working. Thursday I don't believe you're going to be seeing her neither. I don't see any difficulties in regards of work, so I'm going to say everything is a little bit stagnant, but you'll probably see one, maybe two, or maybe even three red vests this week. Not more than three, but three of them. They're not going to create any problems, however. Yeah. What does she want this week? She wants movement. She wants to get out of that teapot. She's tired of being stuck into the teapot. She wants to go out. She wants to extrude herself. She wants to speak with you. She wants movement. She wants to have a 10 of cups. When are you going to give her her 10 of cups, sweetie? That's what she wants. 10 of cups. Ultimate happiness. 10 of cups and 4 of wands. That's what she wants. I know the 4 of wands didn't come out, but I know that's what she wants. Let me go and give you an angel message. Yeah, just because I'm definitely going on through with this. Oh, yes. Okay. So an angel message for you is going to be the following. Your angels want you to know that you're exactly where you need to be. Oh, yes, you are. Here we go. You are exactly where it is that you need to be. Even if things feel uncertain, you need to trust into the timing. What is meant to you will be yours, and you will see everything unfold behind the scenes. So stay open, stay grounded, and let the divine support guide you into your next step. Now, oracle message. The universe is whispering, release the weight that was never yours to carry. A new chapter is forming, not through force, but through your quiet courage. What you seek is already seeking you. It is just keep moving with trust and with grace. Let's go towards the bookity book. Oh, I know you do. I know you do. Here we go. I can't believe it's vengeance is Banks, honestly. It's like the angel and the devil personality all in one. But I love it. I love it. I love the contrast. It's so weird. I'm shocked. All right, Queen of Wands. The answer is no for now. This isn't all about you. Stop being conceited, Watson. It's not all about you. All right? Stop it. I know, it's funny though. I know, seriously. Messages. You linger in my thoughts more than you know. You are my calm into my chaos, and you're my favorite place to rest my soul. One look from you rewrites my whole day. You make ordinary moments feel absolutely magical. And no matter what, it is always you. I guess she used her shadow side account. It is so hilarious. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, sweetie pies. We shall see each other tomorrow. Same place, same time. I am sending much love out to every single one of you guys. Have yourself some sweet dreams. Don't forget to feed those turtles, Swanson. And we'll see each other tomorrow.